Smarks in here, the Smarks in here.
Yo, 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 it's your boy, Sean Puff, and I'm joined as always by El Guapo.
How you doing?
Also by Mad T. And this is Smarks, Spot Monkeys, and Super King.
I love that. Wakes me up all the time.
What up, yo? How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm actually excited about this episode.
I figured out what happened. What happened? I deleted the video, the original video from this, so I used a video from an old one, and I didn't cut the sound, so that's why that first part of the intro was doubling up and sounding echoey. I messed up when I did my.
I told you guys, like, man, sometimes it just happens.
Shout out to Eric Stevens for our theme, and to Megaran, who you hear on the outro on the theme. But shout out to them for allowing us to use their song for our, that's kind of dope.
Yep. I'm excited because it kind of takes that bad taste we had out of our mouth last week, right? This is a different kind of zone we're in today.
But it won't always be like that, right? Because this is case files. This is case files week. So basically, we're testing something that was said in the past. Today, we're testing WrestleMania 3, Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat. Was that match really that good? It's said to be one of the greatest matches of all time. Was it really all that good? And we're gonna do something different with you guys this week. We're gonna do a watch along. So if you're going to watch along with us today, we're all logged on separately where we are. We're logged on to Netflix. Go to WrestleMania Vault. Go to WrestleMania 3 and go to 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 20 seconds.
That's right.
That's where you need to go to. We're going to give you a little bit of time to get there. And then we're going to get started, and we're going to count down 3, 2, 1, play. We're all going to play at the same time, and we're going to watch this together. It's about a 14-minute match, so we figured we might as well watch it along and talk about the match as we go and break it down and see if this match is really as good as it was. Now, I watched this before. I don't know if you guys did. I watched this already, but I feel like it's still going to be fun.
Well, to be honest,
watched this match in like 25 years.
That's what I haven't watched since I was a kid. I like the fact, too, because I could watch it now and then be like, hey,
what up, Pete?
I don't remember it being this sucky or being this good, so it actually gives me a fresh point of view.
Right.
If you guys are just now coming on thing, we're gonna watch along, like Mr. Puff said here. Netflix, WrestleMania 3, 1 hour and 40 minutes. You said
1 hour 41 minutes.
1 hour 41 minutes and 20 seconds. So you're gonna go on Netflix. You're gonna go to WrestleMania Vault. You're gonna go to WrestleMania 3, and you're gonna skip ahead to 1 hour. 41 minutes and 20 seconds, and you're just going to wait there. Pause. We're going to count down together, and we're all going to watch this match together and talk about how good it or bad it actually was. This was wild, though. As a kid, I remember the lead up to this. I remember everything going on when Randy Savage took out Ricky Steamboat with the bell. And then the whole George the Animal Steel thing.
When we talked about this, I on YouTube, I watched a documentary about it, and they said that Randy literally wrote out every fucking move for him to do. Like he wrote on paper, he gave him a fucking piece of paper and said, "Hey, we're doing this, then this, then this, and this." Like he fucking made that perfect.
That sounds like Randy.
A-List said not as good as it was. The athletes and false finishes were cutting edge.
Absolutely. And this is a guy that knows what he's talking about.
That's the thing too. That's the thing. So think about that. We're gonna look at this with today's eyes. And we're gonna say, was this as good as it was? But
I agree
at the time, you got to take that into effect. Like A-List, good point. But a lot of people just say that this match is the greatest match of all time. It's a match that is always in that conversation. This is one of the best matches ever. So, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, being the stars that are in this match,
at that time,
their prolific profile, shows why it could be considered the greatest of all time, without a doubt.
Right.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
So yeah.
George the Animal Steel was a college professor.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
I know he was hungry all the time.
Imagine going into your college class and George the Animal Steel is at the front of the room.
Listen, I've been passing every test, doing all my homework. Just saying.
I tried to do homework.
I'm not missing class. Not happening.
Not at all. But yeah, I can see why people have this in the conversation of it being one of the best. But was it really? Was it orchestrated as the best as they said? That's the problem. That's
what we're going to talk about when we watch it.
Yep, that's the big question. So,
I don't think Ryan's ever seen this match. Have you ever seen this match, Ryan?
Yeah, I've seen.
Okay.
Ryan's a smart. Okay, she's a smart.
She is really a smart.
She knows.
I'm the spot monkey.
Yeah.
Mr. Myers. Mr. Myers, that's funny. But yeah, I mean, it does.
So do we think we think we give everybody enough time? We're going to just
I think so.
And you're not sure where to go. 1 hour, 41 minutes, 20 seconds. That's the start. Easy if you and I went with 20 seconds because if you're using a Fire Stick and you're fast forwarding through it, it dumps in 10-second increments.
My Roku's like that. It's horrible.
Yeah, my Google TV's like that. Because I don't use a fucking Fire Stick. The fuck?
Who has a Fire Stick anymore besides you? I mean,
bougie motherfuckers.
I got Fire Sticks on every TV.
Bro, fuck that. I have Google. My Google controls everything in my house almost.
What do you mean your Google controls everything in your house? Everything's Google? You have a Google TV?
My TVs are Google. I'm getting lights that are Google. My Google control my lights, everything now.
How many TVs do you have though?
He has one. I mean, two.
Like 4 or 5 TVs now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they're all Google TVs. So everything's all ran off the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust that. But anyways, I mean,
better than Amazon having control of it, just saying.
But anyways,
I have a TV everywhere except in the bathroom. If I could have a TV in the bathroom, I'd have a TV in the bathroom. I mounted a TV in my kitchen one year because I was making Thanksgiving dinner and I wanted to watch football. So I mounted the TV into the kitchen so I could watch football.
That's normalized. That's normalized. Everywhere you go now is normalized to have a TV. It doesn't matter. So
you know they're working on putting Chat GPT into Roku TVs.
I have Roku TV, so that'd be awesome. I love my Roku TV. But I'm ready. Is everybody else
I'm ready for the match.
I think everybody's ready. If you're not ready, that's on you. 1 minute.
We gave enough time. We took
1 hour, 41 minutes, 20 seconds. So are you guys ready? You got your controllers. You ready? We're gonna count this down. I'm gonna start at 3. We're gonna count down, and then it's gonna go 3, 2, 1, play. When I say play, we all start, and we'll get going with this.
All right.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Let's get it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right. Now let's see how my internet's doing.
Right, everyone might be you might be a little bit off if you had a little buffer there.
Right, I'm in now, so I'm good.
Is that what you told me?
We got.
That's what she said.
Yes. This is when he slams his neck against the railing. So remember, this happened before. This was a whole big setup to it, and then he gets the bell, It comes off the top of the bell across the neck right there.
Oh, there it goes. There goes the bell. Boom. Oh, yeah.
So you're like 3 seconds behind me. My internet's better than yours.
Probably. You're the one that put the fire stick. You're bougie. Anyway.
See? That's why I got a fire stick and don't use Google TV.
Oh, I'm using my computer, but you know.
So now here comes Ricky Steamboat coming out.
Does the doctor look like Rob Schneider to you? He looks like Rob Schneider to me. That's what I thought it was for a little bit.
This was when he injured him again, right? Because this isn't the match right here. This is when here we go. George Steele kidnapping Elizabeth. And remember that was the thing too.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine how sweaty and hairy and she's touching his back and all that stuff?
He's not touching his back.
That would be weird, though.
No, I'm not touching your back.
Yeah, like, I'm not touching.
Look at her. She's going like this. Oh my god, I'm not touching him.
Right, like I wouldn't touch him either. That made me think of remember was it he was with Trish and Test. Albert? Yeah,
Prince
he had
Albert.
a hairy ass back too, though.
Prince
God
Albert,
damn. I heard he had Prince Albert too, yeah.
This is interesting that he's getting ready to come out and he doesn't have Elizabeth. Where's Elizabeth right now?
She's
down there.
She's probably in the cage with Mr. Animal Steel over there.
This was the Mania when they all came out in those giant
giant rings.
frames.
Yeah.
You know, Andre said that he was gonna flip Hogan's crane over because those are cranes. They have rings, but they're like cranes.
There he goes. He's coming on. But let's just not. Let's not.
So Andre said that he was gonna flip Hogan's over,
And he could. But let me tell you.
Let
me tell you. Let's not negate the fact that
brother?
the Silver Dome is a huge stadium, and look how packed it is.
It's
Look
smart.
how
The
packed it
building.
is.
Yeah.
Beautiful Miss Elizabeth.
Man, you know what? We should talk about her.
I always had a crush on her. I love her.
Who didn't though, bro? She was so beautiful. She is beautiful.
But I mean, have you actually seen when she actually fought? She actually came in her little camouflage, big old jeans, not jeans, was like sweatpants or whatever. And she kicked ass. She actually kicked ass, and she
wasn't like trashy. She wasn't bloody.
No.
Like she was very
Elegant.
classy.
Well, she gave a lot of classic ass whoopings. I know that.
Oh, for anybody coming in, guys, we're watching WrestleMania 3, Steamboat versus Savage.
And then she died in Lex Luger's hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Lex Luger has something to do with it.
They were doing drugs. Like, what do you
Well, I
mean?
know that. What I'm saying is, like,
Yes,
you know,
he
I mean,
did.
like,
He purchased drugs and brought them
Yeah.
into his hotel room with Elizabeth, and they were partaking in the drugs, and then she overdosed and died. He had something to do with it.
I'm just saying, like, he should have got jail time. Damn it. That was one of us. We would have got jail.
You don't get jail time for that, man.
The kids nowadays be like, "Look, it's Luke Kang. Does he not look like Luke Kang from Mortal Kombat?"
Okay, I'm fucking dead.
Ricky Steamboat, man.
Oh man.
I wasn't a big fan when he came. Remember when he came back as the Dragon?
Yes, the Dragon Slayer. When he came back with the little he had the little things like the wing kind of. Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't.
I like this Steamboat better.
Yeah.
He looked like he was more
And he
serious.
said he hated that gimmick, and then he went to WCW and still did that gimmick, like
Right.
breathe and shit.
It's like,
Right.
why would you still do that gimmick? If you don't like
I mean, that maybe Vince McMahon liked the gimmick, or WCW
Yeah,
liked
he
the
did
gimmick.
it when he went. He said he didn't like
That's what I'm
it,
saying.
and then when he went to WCW after, he still did that gimmick.
Well, when what's his name from the freaking towers throws you money like this, you're gonna do whatever you want. The only one that I know that didn't do that was Seven, which was But other than that, everybody was like, "Yes, master, just throw me the money."
Nah,
Throw me the
Seven
money.
was, yeah. Well, Seven was WCW.
Yeah.
Was that when Bischoff was in charge over there? No, that was before Bischoff.
Yeah.
That was before Bischoff. Yeah.
What, 97? Bischoff was in charge of 97.
Yeah, actually, he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Well, he
doing
was-
like what he was doing, but he was in charge.
Yeah, he wasn't on screen. Yeah, he wasn't like
Wasn't he
creatively.
doing commentator back then?
He might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
But he
It
was
was like
he
98
had
when
the
he
book.
started doing the heavy NWO shit.
This Macho Man. Listen, I wasn't a Macho King fan growing up, but I liked Macho
was.
Man. I liked the bad guys, and I loved heel Macho Man.
I love Macho
I mean,
Man.
he was the
I
cream of the crop, you know.
Mark. Yes. Wait, no, not proposed to her in
No.
WrestleMania 3. He proposed to her.
That was way
I
later, Rockstar.
Yeah,
All I read was I missed the proposal part. My bad. Rockstar.
Monsoon, and Ventura.
Rockstar, you're old enough. Like Rockstar's old enough to have been watches back then.
He probably was there in the front row. But listen, Monsoon and Ventura. I mean, with Ventura, he don't hold things back. So this is a great team right here. I think they made it even more exciting than the match actually really was. If you actually watched it on TV.
Fair. I don't know. I love Jesse. But Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon, better team than Jesse Ventura and Gorilla Monsoon.
Isn't it always weird how fucking Randy made fucking Elizabeth stay in certain spots and shit like that?
Because she's supposed to be, I guess, watching it. And now he's watching his back. Kinda.
Well, yes, but he was also that was very real.
Yeah, he was like that
backstage
backstage too.
There, he was very protective. He wanted nobody near her.
That was real. That was real. That was really him.
Yeah.
That was really him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You think Steamboat was on steroids back then? Everybody's on steroids back then.
Everybody was on steroids back then. What do you mean? The referee's on steroids.
Yeah, but Randy wasn't as ripped as he
Earl
was when he
Hebner
was
was not on
in
steroids.
Yeah, but you look at Randy Savage back then to like WCW days, he was more ripped.
No, the most ripped Randy Savage was when he was in Spider-Man. He said, "I got 3 minutes of playtime."
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
But you know what's they never do Randy Savage justice because you ever play in the video games, it never looks like him. Why is
Never.
They never do him justice. They could never find the perfect Macho Man, stuff. I don't get it.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't get it.
He's too unique.
Too unique, or he's just that ugly. Who knows?
Oh.
You see, if this was a nowadays match, you would already see like.
That's the thing. Wrestling in the 90s was different. In the 80s was different, right? Because you're doing arm bars and.
Well, yeah,
it was more technical.
You got to think like towards the like mid 90s and stuff like that is when the high flyers really became a big thing. So, like, if this was this day and age match, you already seen a 450 splash, a fucking super kick 12 times, fucking.
But because right here they're telling a story, man. They're not really. It's like,
well, yeah, because that's
you
what
can
wrestling was based off of in the 80s was telling a story.
Yeah.
Now it's about who's the most athletic.
Ooh. Yeah. Now I got a question. You think
story in the ring, and the story is it's interesting when you really pay attention to this match.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that in a world today would Macho Man and Steamboat actually, would they exist and be a superstar in this day and age, or no?
I don't know. Like Steamboat, see. To me nowadays, you got to be able to talk on the mic, and to me, Steamboat couldn't really talk on the mic. Randy, that motherfucker can just fucking say the wildest shit, and you're like, did he really just say that? It's like fucking Piper.
Randy Savage, I think, still a star, a big star in today's day and age, but I don't know about Ricky Steamboat.
It was all about characters in the golden age. Yeah, Steamboat. I don't think
Ricky Steamboat would probably. Let me say this. Today, I think Ricky Steamboat would excel in AEW.
Yeah. AEW, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
But if you notice, AEW is kind of different than WWE as well.
Well, it is complete, because it's the thing about AEW. It's for the guys.
One of those weird titles. He wouldn't be world champion. He'd have one of the weird titles.
He'd be like the TBS Women Champion.
What's the Continental?
Continental champion.
Yeah, the Continental champion or something like that. Because that's more like I feel like the Continental Championship that Moxley holds right now. That's more like straight Raw wrestling kind of like division. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kinda,
I just think I just think this whole Steamboat and
Savage.
shoot, I forgot his name.
Randy Savage?
Oh, dude with the hairy dude, the Storm and Steel. Him and Steel. Him and Steel. I don't think that to me that'd be a very weird,
It's a weird
interaction with each other. It's a weird
pairing, right? Like
like a weird
why are
pairing.
they together? The only sense is because George the Animal Steel is in love with Elizabeth, but
Right.
It
still don't make
why
sense.
would you let him? So think about this as a competitor, right?
Right.
You're trying to win the title, and you've got this weird hairy dude who wants to follow you around to your match because he's in love with the other guy's girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, man, get the hell out of here. Let me go
Right.
do what I need to do and get out of here.
Right.
Like I don't know why Ricky Steamboat encourages this behavior.
See, okay, right here, like where it's not done, but like when Savage was tied up in the ropes, like nowadays it's like when someone gets tied in the ropes, they don't break themselves free. Savage broke himself free.
But they don't do that no more. Really, they don't really.
Well, they do
partake in
now,
it too much, yeah.
but they make the referee on time or
Yeah.
their opponent on time. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's weird to me. It's like, what, so you broke yourself out? You can randomly do that? Like, why did you do that in the first place?
Now, do you think this heelish Randy Orton? I keep saying Randy Orton. This heelish Savage, right?
Bro, it was a cat.
Yep. They touch the
Nice.
ground, bro.
Well, this heelish Randy Savage. Do you consider him a heel because the way he treats Elizabeth? Because that's what they're
Yeah,
basing it pretty
heel
much
at the
on.
time. Like,
Right.
he was I consider him a heel because he stole the ring bell and smashed it across Ricky Steamboat's neck. That's the heel
Right.
thing to do.
I mean, that's also a
back
thing to do
then,
when
yeah.
you're trying to get the upper hand. I don't blame him for trying to get the upper hand. I mean, I'm not a heel, but I'd probably try to, destroy his throat.
Randy
was,
Savage today would be a tweener.
Yeah, I think so.
Referees were more savage, like more fucking in your face back then too.
Yeah, back then they were run by the Hefners. Pretty much, that's all they did.
Like
That was a great angle.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll review
God,
that match
motherfucker
sometime.
is fucking hairy.
Right.
Like, god damn. Like, where's the I don't know.
Macho Man just won't let Ricky Steamboat stay in the ring. This is like the 5th time he's
Yeah.
thrown him out of the ring.
Yeah, he's more. That's what it seems like. Like, do you think this match should have been 14 minutes, or just they spent 8 to 10 minutes outside the ring?
No, they're telling a story.
Yeah.
They're telling a story.
Right.
Think about the story. Randy won't let Ricky stay in. He won't let him stay in. I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna hurt your neck. You're not gonna be able to be in this. You're not gonna be able to compete. You get in the ring, I'm throwing you back out. You're
Right.
not. I'm not letting you stay in.
Right.
That motherfucker's got more hair on his back than Randy does on his head. Like Randy's getting he was going bald back then.
I listen, and I know this is a controversial subject, but and they took it to the grave with him. But do you really think that Stephanie McMahon and Randy Orton? Why did I keep saying Randy Orton?
Randy
Savage was a thing. A lot of people say,
Rumor and innuendo is something happened there.
yeah, but you know
that's
what?
the thing. Like
This
they were
is the
saying
only
that
thing-
they were saying that happened, and that's how fucking Savage got such a push at a certain point.
But he wouldn't have a push because she was 14 years old at the time. What I'm saying was
Vince is a sick motherfucker, bro. Come on.
well, but still, the thing about it
fair.
is this one is actually, they actually kept it on the wraps, man. Like a lot of stuff went
I
out,
don't
but
think
this
she was
is under
14.
wraps.
I think she was older than that.
No, I think she was 14 or
thought she
16.
was
She was
16.
16. She was probably 16, I think.
I think she was 16.
I don't know, but still, 14, 16, that's still pretty damn
Yeah,
bad.
but
you
back
know?
then, like, that,
You know?
that was common back then, though. Let's be honest.
Isn't it wild how like things that like we look at, we're like, yo, that was never okay, but it was okay.
Right, so I'm saying, like, do I agree with okay? No, but back then, like, there's 16-year-olds getting married to fucking 20, 30-year-olds.
Well, maybe because I see it different because I got 3 daughters. So maybe that's why I'm like, fuck that.
I mean,
That's
well,
fucking
you
nasty.
see it
We
different
just live in a
because
different
look at
time, and things are things that like it's. Here's the thing: It was never okay,
No.
but people just turned a blind eye to it.
Yeah.
Like it's never been okay to underage drink.
But it was
when I
normal.
was a kid,
Yeah.
if I went with my dad into a VFW, I'd sit at the bar with him, and he'd take some of his beer and pour it in a cup and let me drink it. And I'd sit at the bar, and have a sip or two of my dad's beer, and nobody cared about it.
Nobody
Nobody do that today.
At 7 years old, when we would go to fucking there was in my town we had at the parks once a month they would have big fucking like neighborhood like meetings and shit, like parties and shit. And my dad would always be giving me fucking, hey, drink some of my beer, drink some of my like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
was it right? No, but you know what I'm saying?
Steamboat finally in control of this match. I feel like this match has been 90%.
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage.
Kevin,
But-
we're watching WrestleMania 3, Savage versus
Ooh, what kind of
Savage
shit?
with
What
the
was that?
foot on the rope.
Liu Kang. Liu Kang with the chop kick.
Hey, you know what's wild though? These two guys were like high flyers at this
Right.
time.
Right. And they stood
this was
very
the
much on
definition
the
of high flyers back then. Sorry. About
Yeah,
that.
but they didn't really do high flying moves if you notice. They were really just,
That's high flying. Like think
Right.
about who else was high flyers. The Killer Bees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't like
Yeah, because everybody else
do
used to
a
like
lot.
Hulk Hogan. You had people like fucking Andre the Giant, like people like that were bigger dudes that just fucking leg drops and shit like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, wrestling was very much like these guys are larger than life, and that's the other thing with guys like Randy Savage. Like Randy Savage would be bigger than a lot of the guys today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Hulk Hogan was
He'd be
another
a
one, man. He could
monster
high
of
fly
a lot of
too.
these guys.
Yeah.
That
Can
would
you
be
ima-
something to talk about on an episode talking about was finishers from the 80s and like early 90s, like would they like be real finishers like in this day and age? You know what I mean? Like the leg drop and shit.
Somebody finished people with a freaking with a tombstone, you know what I'm saying? Or
I mean, a tombstone.
power
though,
driver. No, I'm saying with a power driver. I'm talking about power
Power
driver.
driver looks like a good finisher though. Personally.
I don't know, man. But or you got that well, like we said, Ric Flair never really won with the figure four, but
I bet you I could look it up and fucking it would tell you how many matches he won with the finger fight. You know what?
Oh, Savage swinging at Hebner. Like,
Yeah.
was he trying to get disqualified there?
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe he was just maybe
that's
he
what
was
I'm talking about. Look at the referees back then. Like they were so like fucking into these matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't think Savage really like swung at him. I think he was just at the time lost. Translation.
I always wonder, knowing what I know, was referee Dave Hebner always referee Dave Hebner? Or did Earl Hebner referee sometimes and they just called him Dave Hebner every time?
You know what? That could be because they both really both of them really ruled, especially the Golden Age as referees. And they're twins. They're perfectly identical, bro. It's hard. It's really hard to tell, especially when the match is going around. I bet you sometimes they were like, listen, they probably said, hey, Dave, oh, there he goes. There he goes. And I love the way he flops too. This guy is one of the best flops in the game.
So ChatGPT says that Slayer won about 30% of his matches with
30% of his matches. That's yeah. That's still pretty. That's not good. That's still.
I mean, it's not a lot,
That's
but
low.
still, I mean, that's
Oh, here goes.
So that's kind of crazy. Savage won this match. I didn't even remember that Savage had this match won. Savage should have won, but the ref was out.
right.
Well, that's a way to put somebody else over, you know.
That,
Hey,
right there, though.
got
But
a
that,
clean win.
like his elbow, though, is that a true finisher, though? Like, I mean,
Listen, everybody, you got CM Punk that does it now.
Yeah,
You got,
he gets up there.
Yeah.
It's not just an elbow. Like
Yeah, he
Macho
gets
Man's elbow. Just
I mean,
it's
yeah,
different.
Bailey tried. The thing is, Bailey fucking said it on an interview recently. This with Stephanie McMahon. They talked about that. She said she did that because Macho Man was a big figure of like.
Well, it's about time he got involved. Just sitting there the whole time.
But he's the bullshit though.
Yeah. Oh,
I wonder how much baby oil he used to leave him like
And
loose.
then this right here. to me takes so much away from this match.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That makes you say right there, that finish makes this match not as good as we thought it was, in my opinion.
Right. It was a great. I'll tell you that this was a great match.
It was.
That was a great match, but that ending right there, what just happened right there was ass.
It was
Like
it was
a
kind of
roll
ass
up?
when finishing, yeah.
And it wasn't even a good roll up.
Nah, it was a shitty roll up.
I mean, because on top of that, remember, Macho Man was the one that did the power slam, but yeah, he rolled up, which was crazy.
Right.
Now Macho was like,
it was cool if you did it right and it looked good. Like if you had that leg hooked with your leg in that roll up, like that. I don't like that ending. I really don't like the ending of that match.
It took away from the match.
Okay. It was a pretty good match, but I don't feel like it is truthfully ranked up there with matches from like the late 90s to now. Like for its time, it was a great match for its time. But I don't think
like I said,
that ending is still not good.
the
Like,
ending
I don't
killed
care.
you.
Like I don't care in that time. That wasn't a good roll up
right.
in the 80s. Like I don't care. Like you look at that, there wasn't a good roll up. This was WrestleMania 3, big extravaganza, huge moment.
Yeah. Well,
But
like
that
I said,
wasn't that great.
well,
That
I
was
think
kind of a cheap ending.
no, you're right. But what I think for what it was the two people that were in the match. Look, I used to love when they did that. They used to throw stuff at people in the driveway. They used to be like, "Oh, screw you!" But the only thing that makes the match worth talking about in conversation is just the two that was fighting. You had Macho Man and you had Dragon Steamboat, and you had the animal. It was just an interesting concept. That's what makes it maybe a conversation.
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting concepts that I don't say, oh, that's possibly the greatest match. Like this is a match we talked about as being the greatest match, and while it was a good match, while you can call it an important match, you could say that it and its time period, it stands out. Calling it one of the greatest matches of all time,
it's a stretch. It's a stretch, a big stretch.
I don't know that I can co-sign that one.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you 100%. It's not up to par to being one of the greatest matches. For what it was, like you said, it was a great match up to the end. They just fumbled the end.
But still not one of the greatest.
No, absolutely not.
Like
absolutely
when people say, like, so Ayla said in the comments earlier how when you look at it in time periods, right?
Right.
I get that part, but there's also this. When you're saying that something's the greatest of all time, the greatest of all time stands out no matter the time.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's
something
that
the
like Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan. Yeah, Michael Jordan. I was gonna say Michael Jordan in this conversation.
You want to know something funny? Yeah. I asked ChatGPT, I said, would you rank this match right here? Okay. It said top 5 of all time, minimum, depending on mood, 3. And then it says here, if you're building a greatest matches ever list and this isn't in the top 5, I'm judging you a little. Not harshly, but definitely judging.
Listen,
man.
It's even ChatGPT got it wrong, man. Top 5?
I'm just saying,
really?
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't even put it in the top 10. I would not put that in the top 10.
I don't know if I think it's an honorable mention. It's an honorable mention for me.
Honorable mention,
but, that's what I'm saying. But I mean,
definitely, like not top 3. Definitely not top 3.
No, definitely not top 3.
I don't know, but look, well, WrestleMania 3 had a lot of big matches as well, so that match kind of maybe got swept under the rug a little bit too. I mean, they were outshined by a lot of good matches. So
I mean,
what this match? I mean, it's like people call it in the top 3,
right?
Top 5 best matches
honestly,
of all time.
I don't see it. You're right. I don't see it.
I don't see it. I really don't. I don't know what.
I mean, I would put. I'm just like off the top of my head, without even really putting thought into it. I would put Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon ladder match ahead of this.
Yes.
I would put TLC with the Dudleys, the Hardys, and Edge and Christian ahead of this. I would put Hell in the Cell, Undertaker, Mankind ahead of this. He's like Just out
Easily.
right off the top of my head.
Easily.
I haven't even taken time to really think about matches, and
Right.
those 3 matches already.
It popped in your head. Just like I would take any John Cena versus Randy Orton match over it. Any of them. So you know what I'm saying?
I would take fucking like The Rock versus Hulk Hogan over that.
Yeah, that's a stretch. Yeah, that's a stretch.
I would roll it back. It's higher. It ranks higher than that.
1, 2, 3 Kid versus Razor Ramon ladder match. Yeah, I mean that's a good one.
Well, I
What a
mean,
ladder match? I don't remember that match.
That was one of their not their first one, but it was when they like the third match that they had. I think
it was for the for because he gave him some money.
IC title.
No. It was when he was very he was tired of losing, so he offered him money. He offered him a briefcase full of money to leave, and he get put in a it was like a ladder match.
It's bad.
That's what the ladder match was.
Like yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what happened. Because he was like what 0-3 before he said I'm gonna give you money.
But the thing is, what Triple H versus The Rock? There was multiple big matches between Rock and Triple H. So
I always thought, listen, the Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, that was a good one too.
mm-hmm.
That was a really good one. The Triple H versus Shawn Michaels.
Shawn first came back from his back injury.
Yeah. So
I mean, this was a great, like I said, great story. I understand where they went with it, but I just feel like the end of it really dropped this match. If this match had a solid ending, I
would
could
change my mind.
say
Yeah.
absolutely this is top 5 of all time. But the ending just complete flop. I get the ref bump. I mean, when you look at it, and it's weird how wrestling does stuff like this, right?
Right.
Ricky Steamboat won the match because the faces did heelish things.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely, and that's what I was trying to say back when we was watching it. The heel, well, I mean, they both look like they went heelish, but does the heel and face that looks like it was turning into like what's happening now? But there's no really such thing as heel faces. You wanted Dragon Steamboat to win, you wanted him to win. So just on that notion. Now, when you could tell that Savage was the heel because they were throwing food at him, they were throwing stuff at him. But was Savage really the heel? I mean, yeah, he did a heel move, but to me, it looked like they both did a lot of heelish shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, like
I said before that. Look at Hulk Hogan's matches. Well, we'll review a match one of these times. I already know the match that I want to review. It's Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter, and it's
when he was Iraq, when he was from Iraq, or he was Iran, when he was Iraq, right? Yeah, that was very controversial. That was,
this was a Desert Storm match. I reviewed it when I used to write articles for a website that used to be called GodHatesGeeks.com. It's now GeeksHaveGame.com. You can still go look in their Ringside Apostles archives, and you could look up Flashback Fridays. And I have a bunch of Flashback Fridays articles that I wrote, and I did whatever show this was where Hulk Hogan fought Sergeant Slaughter in a Desert Storm match. And if you had no idea who Hulk Hogan or Sergeant Slaughter was, and you didn't know anything about the Iraq War, and you didn't hear sound or couldn't see the crowd, and you just watched the match, you would think that Hulk Hogan was the dirtiest heel ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he started the match like throwing sand in his eyes.
Well, wasn't it when he
out like that? I'm like, wow, really? This is how it's gonna go? You throw sand in your opponent's eyes to start? That's kind of sketchy.
Well, when wasn't it like when he was heavily involved with the Iron Sheik as well? So
yeah,
he really hated Hogan. Fuck Hogan.
No.
So
Hogan started the match throwing sand in Iron.
In
Sergeant Slaughter's eyes.
I know. I know, but I'm saying that this was probably when, like, that's what made it really really heated, because the pairing of Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik.
Another crazy rival was fucking Randy Savage and fucking Jake the Snake. when Jake had him fucking his arm bit and everything.
Oh yeah, that was doing the wedding and stuff and other stuff. Yeah, that was pretty. And that's the thing about Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake is so underrated, and he was one of the heelest of all heels in the game.
I mean, him and fucking Piper. Though I don't think Piper won the world heavyweight title either.
No, but I think Piper was
didn't win the world title.
So see, those two guys right there, very underrated. They should have been world heavyweight champions, but because I don't know what it was, but they never got the chance. And like they both were crazy on the mic. Crazy.
They were. Yeah, Piper was always really good at the mic.
Well, Piper,
Ricky Steamboat, that probably hurt him a lot. The fact that he didn't have the great mic skills, right?
Right.
Fucking Jose.
And he probably would have went further had he had him, because he didn't even hold this title. It's weird because this is thought of as a big match and a big moment, right? But tell me about Ricky Steamboat's Intercontinental title reign.
You can't.
I'll wait.
Because didn't he drop it to Savage again? I think he dropped to Savage. I think.
I'll tell you. Hold on.
But I'm just saying. I think he dropped.
I have no idea. I don't remember his reign at all. I know that I always knew he won that match, but I couldn't tell you at all a person that he defended against. Like, did he drop it? Is he who lost? Did he lose it to Honky Tonk Man? Is that what started Honky Tonk Man's reign?
I'm looking right now.
He might have. I think he might have. Because
I'm looking.
Does Honky Tonk Man still have the most biggest reign? Or
He didn't hold it long. Okay. So Ricky Steamboat did not hold it long. He lost it to the Honky Tonk Man.
Okay.
When it happened was June 2nd, 1997. Sorry, 1987. I'm sorry.
So how long did Steamboat have it for? About 2 months, if that. Did he even get does he even have a defense? I don't even think he has a defense.
What year was WrestleMania 3? When was it?
80. Hold on.
I feel like 87, but I could be wrong.
Hold on.
I can look. Right here. He had it for just 64 days.
Oh, just 2 months. But did he? And that's the thing. That's actually did he have any title defenses? And I don't remember any of them. Who did he defend it against? House shows, local talent.
Well, he had the quick reality. He asked for time off because he had a new baby. Vince basically said, "Cool, drop the belt on your way out."
That makes sense. Sense.
But yeah, I don't think he had any title defenses.
Wow. And that's another person. I don't know. To me, Honky Tonk Man wasn't something special. I don't know if it's because Elvis Presley was pretty much popular at the time, whatever. But I don't know. Honky Tonk Man to me wasn't. He wasn't really that good. I mean, I
can't tell you one memorable match.
I love the Honky Tonk Man. Yeah, I
love
the
really?
Honky Tonk Man.
I never could get into him.
You would.
Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man.
I never could get into him, bro. I never could. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into the Honky Tonk Man.
I could never either.
Yeah, just.
I like the heels.
I like heels too, but Honky Tonk Man, I don't know. It's just.
I mean, he did. I mean, I'm sure he did a side gigs of being, Elvis in a chapel in somewhere in Las Vegas or something.
Sure.
I think that's the best part he's done was basically being cloned. Other than that, to me, I don't see nothing something special about him. I don't see it.
Yeah, think about his career though. For the longest time, he was the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He had the longest reign for the longest time.
Yeah, Miz.
That's what's crazy to me, though. That's what's crazy to me.
Was it Miz?
Let me see.
Somebody passed him.
I'll see.
Ricky Steamboat never went out. Like, what did Ricky Steamboat do? He won the title in WCW for one point.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he
what title was it?
It
was the world title, was it?
I think Steamboat had the NWA World Championship at one point.
Huh. I gotta look back at that then. But yeah,
I'm
like you said, I think Jake the Snake he should have been bigger than what he was, pretty much. Because I'd like to see a lot of Gunther passed him. Oh, that's right, Gunther.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. But look how long it took for somebody to break it, though. You know what I'm saying? It Took a while.
So hey, he lost. He won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. He defeated Ric Flair at Chi-Town Rumble in 1989, and then he lost it back to Ric Flair at Wrestle War in 1989. He's a 4-time WCW NWA United States Heavyweight Champion. He's a 12-time WCW NWA World Tag Team Champion. He's held it with Jay Youngblood, Dustin Rhodes, and Shane Douglas. He's a 4-time WCW TV champion, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2009. So Ricky Steamboat, despite not really being the man in WWF,
He was
not
man
really ever getting that big push, he did do a lot in his time in WCW.
Yeah. I mean, it was more fitting for the type of guy he was, though. Like, to me, WWE was for those, like, big, bulky fucking guys and shit like that. Ricky Steamboat, yeah, he was a little beefy, but not really, you know what I'm saying? He was more like fucking Rey Mysterio back then and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not as small, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was, like, for that time period, he was a smaller guy that did more smaller guy moves that you don't normally see a lot of the other guys doing, and that kind of was his appeal. That and the
Eddie Guerrero
part of
like
it,
that.
you know what I mean? You didn't see that.
But think about like Rey Mysterio. He's one of the guys that was the smallest guy wherever he was at. But yet, two generations and decades of wrestling, he survived, and he was the man. He was the man, and I mean, that's saying something.
I mean, Eddie Guerrero would have been the same way if he didn't die.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, of course. But like,
sorry, but I feel like this should have been a bigger moment for Ricky Steamboat than it actually was.
Right.
Because what did he get from it?
Nothing.
I mean, well, think about this too. How do we know something in the back? Macho Man was like, I am not dropping the title to him like this. I'm not going to get loose clean. I'm not going to do this. So, I mean, that could have been a big factor too.
What they said the documentary.
I doubt that because Randy Savage was being set up to be the next guy.
Yeah, but you think that him taking a loss cleanly to, I mean, he thought taking a loss cleanly to Steamboat would probably.
Well, I mean, like I said,
if
you watch the documentaries or you watch anything, they said that Randy wrote the whole match out. So this is how it's going to go. With the Vince said, "Hey, good, go."
See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, then he wrote it. That's what I'm saying. Then he wrote it.
He wrote it like that.
And I mean, it was a shitty. And like I said,
to me, it's like, why did he have to drop it to Steamboat? If fucking Honky Tonk Man was taking it 92 months later, because back then, think about it, like titles like the IC title didn't really, constantly change hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so why didn't Savage just drop it at the next pay-per-view to Honky Tonk Man?
But how do we know? Because
like to do heel versus heel then. You didn't see heel.
They had the kayfabe was big, but think about this too. Steamboat said that he needed to go out because his wife was pregnant, having a baby. So maybe that played a factor and in its trajectory of being a big champion. You never know. I mean, if he haven't went to go see, when she had a baby, you think Honky Tonk Man would have probably been the longest Intercontinental Championship? We would never know. That played a big factor of him going out.
That's interesting. Yeah, if he doesn't leave to go be with his wife, she's gonna have a baby. Does Ricky Steamboat win this match at WrestleMania and then become the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time and have the longest reign?
Yeah. So he could have just
quite possibly could have.
Yeah. So I mean, we would never know.
The trajectory of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because again, we go back to even up until when that happened, when he lost the title, Honky Tonk Man, I'm talking. You didn't see face versus face, heel versus heel. So you probably wouldn't have you wouldn't have had Ricky Steamboat versus Brutus Beefcake scheduled for SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title. Right. So your opponent wouldn't have had a parasailing accident and get knocked out. So you wouldn't put the Ultimate Warrior in that place and give him the Intercontinental title. So if Ricky Steamboat doesn't leave,
what happens
shortly after for this? Potentially, we don't get a lot of different things that happen in wrestling.
Or we could have got some heels. We could have had some heel turns. You never know. We could have had some people turn heels.
Steamboat go heel. True.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that he ever was a heel. He's one of the few guys that I feel like was always a face at all times wherever he was.
Right. And like I said, yeah, I mean, he held everybody's position in the company in his hands. When he left, it changed everything. Hey, hell, who would have known? We probably would have had another Jake the Snake run. You never know. You know what I'm saying? We could have had a Jake the Snake run. But
I think Ricky Steamboat as Intercontinental Champion would have been very, very interesting. He could have done a lot of great matches, a lot of great things. I mean, granted, like I said, I loved the Honky Tonk Man. So I was all for him smashing people over the head with the guitar and cheating to keep his title with the Mouth of the South in his corner. But Ricky Steamboat could have had an amazing little run coming out of WrestleMania. He was set up to do it. Just didn't really play out.
Priorities, man. Priorities happen. And he might have never went to WCW. You know, you never know.
Right.
You know,
right.
So
and you don't get all those other reigns. And maybe he becomes a world champion in WWF. But
exactly.
I mean, Ric Flair came over and won the world championship.
Right.
So why not Ricky?
Right, exactly. I mean, like I said, that goes to show you that, especially back then, just little things that could change just the whole Mandela effect, we call it, I guess. Everything would have been different back then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, you never know. Here we are, though. Here we are. But
the world may never know.
No, and like Savage too, man. Didn't Savage have some well, he didn't have much movie deals and stuff, but
no.
He did. They did Baywatch. I know that. Well, did he do Baywatch? I don't even think he did Baywatch. I think it was Hogan.
What he did?
Huh?
Let me tell you.
I think it was Hogan that did the Baywatch or something.
Hogan definitely did that.
Yeah, it was Hogan, and it was freaking. Who else was it? I think Vader did it too, if I'm not mistaken. You remember when they were trying to stop?
Vader did it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they were trying to stop a old time freaking somebody's like throwing a bomb or something. I don't forget what it was, but Ric Flair was in there too. That shit was crazy.
So,
that shit was crazy.
Randy Savage movies. He's a Spider-Man 2002.
Yes,
he did in 1989 No Holds Barred.
Yeah,
with Hulk Hogan. TV shows. He was on Dexter. He was on Spider-Man the animated series. He was on King of the Hill. No, Savage.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he didn't do much.
Well, but I mean, it was an interesting. It's an interesting time, brother. Interesting time. I mean, that was interesting.
Wrestling was different, and I feel like when you go back and watch these old matches and these old shows, I mean, look at the last show we reviewed for the whole show, and look at all the fuck finishes we saw.
The wheel of what was it? The wheel, spin the wheel, make the deal.
So Ricky Steamboat did The Wrestler in 2008. He was on WWE Legends House in 2014.
That was an interesting show.
That was a very interesting show. WWE programming, tons of it. The Honest Truth.
We found out how bad the Iron Sheik was of an alcoholic.
Listen, the Iron Sheik was a heel in real life. He played his gimmick. He was a heel in real life. That guy, he never turned it off. He never turned it off.
The whole
Hulk Hogan.
Yo, he lived, bro. He lived on the hatred of Hulk Hogan. I mean, he fucking lived on that. Fucking the Hogan.
Fucking the
Hogan. That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, it was an interesting match.
Yeah, Legends House was pretty good though. But yeah, that match, like I said, I wouldn't put it in the top 10 personally.
Yeah, and it didn't change my perspective.
I wouldn't, and I think that I don't know what. I'm gonna have to start asking people. And listen, people in the comments and people that are listening, if you're listening to this on Spotify or on YouTube podcasts or wherever the hell you're listening to, because we're all over the place with this. But if you're listening to this, send us a comment. Go to the Spot Monkeys and Super Kicks Facebook page, or go to the EMP Network Facebook page, and hashtag Smarks, and give us our thoughts. I want to know how you guys feel about this. Do you think this is a top 3, top 5 match, or do you think it's not in your top 5, or like T said, not even in your top 10? I'd have to give thoughts to it, but I could see it not making my top 10.
So what I'll do, Sean, is I'll go to the network page and I'll put up a poll. Do you think that Savage versus Steamboat WrestleMania 3 was what people say it was?
I'll tell you my opinion.
It's gonna be on the EMP Facebook page. Go check it out. Go check it out. Comment on that poll. Let us know your thoughts. There's gonna be a lot of people that haven't rewatched the match that are just gonna go off of whatever they think from before. But I would like to know. I would like to see the people that actually watched or listened.
Wait, watch the match. Watch the match. I mean,
watch the match. Go back and watch the match.
Listen, it's not as bad as Halloween Havoc '93.
Oh God, no!
I'll tell you that you guys will enjoy it. It's not a bad match. You probably would just be pissed off at the finish or how it would played out, but other than that, it was an interesting match. I mean, it's not like
the match was good. It told a good story. Right. It's a very good storytelling in-ring technical match. If you like wrestling, and when I say that, let me quantify what I mean when I say you like wrestling. I'm not talking about that flippy, advanced acrobatics stuff that you see in AEW. Like, I'm not talking about the guy standing up on the rope, or bouncing around to set up, and the other guy standing there waiting for them to jump at him. Not that. I'm talking about real wrestling moves, technical moves. A decent pace. It was a decent pace match. It wasn't too slow. It wasn't too fast. For that time period, it was probably fast.
Right. Listen, I think honestly, Kurt Angle. Okay, Kurt Angle had a successful career coming into WWE, but I think Kurt Angle would be very, very more successful at this time period. I think he would fit right in. That's a hot take, but I think he will. I think Kurt Angle would probably be up there as one of the pillars of the Mount, Rushmore of the back in the day.
Of the golden era. Yeah, I agree with that. I think he would have shined then. He had the size, and he was technical, and it was more technical wrestling then. That was the bigger thing. Like, if you look at all the other matches, like you said, there were a lot of that WrestleMania 3 card was stacked with talent. There was a lot of crazy matches that went on that card, but when you think of technical match, this was the technical match. And even compared to today's technical wrestling, it wasn't that technical.
This one they put him in a headlock, and they put him in a sleeper hold for like 5 minutes. They put him in arm bars. They took their legs, So yeah, it was right up his alley. Right up his alley.
So Justin says, catch as catch can is always my favorite type of wrestling. It's always nice to see some good chain wrestling. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
They control the narrative. That's how they control the narrative. That's how they put the pace on it. You know what I mean?
Right. You don't see that as much today.
No. Now it's you blink your eyes, you miss something. You blink your eyes, you miss something. Then it's like they set you up. They're like, oh, it's coming. Ready to come. But that's that. So, like, to me, I think the golden era was very good because it was more character based. It was more like superhero cartoony entertainment
time. Yeah, I mean, because think back then, like I wasn't born in '87, but like I was born in '89, but like around that time, from like the 1980s to about 2000, a little bit before 2000, like it was all about superheroes, and that's what the golden era was the superhero era.
Right.
It was superheroes. Yeah, it was just big giant monsters of men who were
big
like
beefy men beating on
superheroes.
Men. Well, just like Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles was a thing. They actually had Ninja Turtles fighting in there. They had, it's just crazy. All the characters. You think they'll succeed now with all the characters? Probably not. But back then, it was very entertaining.
No, but like I said, some of those guys would succeed in different places doing their thing. Like, I mean, gimmicks are always a thing, and gimmicks will get over if you do it right. It's all about doing it right. Like, I think Ricky Steamboat could get over today. I think Ricky Steamboat could get over today easily.
Definitely.
And here's my why. Because Mike Bailey gets over.
Yeah.
Mike Bailey's Ricky Steamboat version 4.
If you look at, you're right. If you look at a lot of them today, some of them copy back in the day.
Yeah,
you know, it's like you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Look at Jade. He's trying to be fucking Goldberg.
I don't say copy because I feel like copy is a derogatory word. They were inspired.
We'll say influenced. We'll say influenced.
Yeah, I would say inspired.
Yeah.
Inspired, influence.
You had more Roughnecks back then.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
Right. Yeah. You had
There's
to
a lot
like.
Yeah.
Perfect
example. Brock Lesnar's cauliflower ear.
I mean, look at Jade Cargill. She tried to be fucking Goldberg. Just saying. I ain't got no ability in the world to wrestle, but you know.
I think she's more like, to me, she reminds me more of China. Just the way she
is. But China had more ability.
China was more. China was more, you know, interested, but I think to me, they mirror each other. They mirror each other.
I've seen most people try to compare Jade to China. It's like China had more charisma, had more fucking oomph, and could actually fucking wrestle.
Listen, but her first. Listen, she said her first wrestling match was.
Did she have more charisma? Did she though? Let me say this.
You seen a Jade Cargill promo?
Hot take you right. Here's my hot take. China didn't have more charisma. She was just with DX. Because when she wasn't with DX, she didn't really have that much charisma. Like, she wasn't that great on the mic. She had a weird voice. She had a very weird voice. She didn't like really like even when she did the thing with the cat. It was
her and Eddie Guerrero was a pretty good rivalry when her and Eddie Guerrero was together.
Exactly.
So I think that was pretty good.
Certain people like that do need that. Like, would Randy Savage be the Randy Savage that we see if he didn't have Miss Elizabeth? Because if you think about it, Miss Elizabeth, like, got him a lot of heat because of the way he treated her. Certain things that he did. Like, certain people need that person to make them.
Well, that Hulk Hogan Savage, she played a pivotal part of it.
Oh, the Hulk Hogan Savage, she played a huge part.
She made him like heat times 10 when he did that.
Oh, of course.
So yeah, she did play
feel it. It made you feel it. Right?
Yeah, so
like she made you feel that moment and that match and everything that happened around it. That's what her part was. And I'll say this. I feel like if you don't take this and pull it out of time, this match specifically, if you don't take it and pull it out of time and watch it in a moment, completely out of context of everything else that's happening around it at the time, you lose a little bit of it. And that's why I kind of wanted to have like at least a little bit of showing that backstory. But I think without being there and going through it and watching that, I think had we said, we're going to watch the build to Steamboat Savage Mania and then watch Steamboat Savage Mania, I think we look at that match completely different. If you watch all the other stuff that's going on and you feel everything else that's going on and you're invested in this feud, in this match, because you've been paying attention to everything, you watch live how everything went down with Ricky Steamboat being injured by Randy Savage, I think it changes exactly how you watch this match. And I think you rank it a little bit higher if you pull all that in.
Yeah, Straya was right. Straya's right about that. China on her own couldn't carry herself. She needed to be paired with somebody to give her that. You know,
I didn't think about it like
absolutely
that.
right about that.
Like that's the thing. But all right, and that's what it comes down to. Certain people need someone right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like people will sit here like I watched documentary like, oh well, Lita didn't do much in the Edge versus Matt thing. It's like Lita played a huge role in that.
I mean, it was real life. It was real life. It was, you know,
like certain feuds like that, like the Edge versus Cena, like that right there. That was Lita played a big role in that.
Right. Of course.
She was Undertaker.
She was a stake on the plate because, you know, it's all about her.
Kane versus Undertaker. Paul Bearer played a huge part in that.
Yeah. because they took real life shit. People thought that they were real brothers. You know what I mean? And that played a good role. And that's one thing I can say about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon knew how to play the real life and put it into a story, and that's what made.
He definitely did well with that.
Right.
And I wonder, when you say that, it makes you wonder a little bit how much real life was involved with this whole story with
You're talking about
with George the Animal Steel, right? Because which again, I feel like that was a weird pairing for this match. I didn't like him in it the way that he was in it. I don't think he needed to be there. It ended up cheapening the win, and when you don't have a long reign, it kind of takes away from the reign in general, right? You had like no successful defenses. You drop it to Honky Tonk Man a few months later. Granted, we know why.
Yeah.
But we don't know why then, because in 1987, kayfabe is very protected.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They're making sure of that. So you don't know that he was leaving for that reason. So he just won the title and then didn't do anything with it and lost it to the Honky Tonk Man a couple months later. So I think that probably hurt his worth and his stock a lot in WWF by leaving right after getting the Intercontinental title. I think that probably hurt him a lot. You know,
I mean, he probably didn't tell him. He probably didn't say, "Hey, you know," because that's not one thing. I mean, I'm sure they knew his position. You know, hey, his wife's having a baby, blah blah blah. But he probably didn't say that it was so close. So that's I blame it on. I blame it on Steamboat where his area is, because he could. I mean, he could have got protected. He could have not have to go to a title run, and they could have done something different.
But here's
You know what I mean?
But Vince, even if back then you said, "Hey, I'm having a kid," Vince didn't give a fuck. Vince
But what we're saying is I think that Steamboat, and this is probably a hot take, ruined his own career as far as the path that he went.
100%.
If he knew, hey, any day now my wife's gonna have a kid, or we're right there, I wouldn't have went that route. I would have said, hey, you know what? Don't give me the title so I can drop it.
Yeah, but I got to
came back.
But even if you did tell Vince, "Hey, I'm having a kid 2 days from now," Vince don't give a fuck.
Right.
Vince never gave a fuck.
Right.
Like, look how many, like, if you talk to these old wrestlers and shit like that, they'll tell you Vince didn't give a fuck if you fucking your mom died tomorrow. Like,
it's true, but they protected. It's true, but they protected this guy. This guy was their god. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy how he was, but they protected him. I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, that's my hot take. I think that if Steamboat didn't take that Intercontinental title match, or he lost, it would have probably furthered his career into WWF, and things would have probably been different. But
So
that match looks like it changed a lot of that. To me, it looks like that match changed a lot of stuff.
So what you're saying is Steamboat screwed Steamboat.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Steamboat screwed Steamboat. That's my opinion. I mean,
yeah, I guess. Kinda.
Yeah. So, but
anyway, I think we beat this topic to death. There's not much more you can say about a 15-minute match. Turned it into an hour and 10-minute podcast. But you guys brought up someone that I want to talk about real quick. Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
So next week 4 in our cycle of 4 weeks. Next week is our Hidden Gems episode.
Okay.
So for Hidden Gems next week, we're gonna go all the way back to Bash at the Beach, Rey Mysterio versus Psychosis. Everybody talks about Rey versus Eddie. This match gets ignored. It was Bash at the Beach 1996, and it was a banger of a match. It's a hidden gem. People forget about it. It was fast, innovative, ahead of its time. It shows you why the cruiserweights changed wrestling, why we have all the flippy bullshit that we have today that I kind of can't stand.
Flippy flops.
They did it great. This was July 7th, 1996, Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. And it was just a one-on-one match. and that's going to be our hidden gems match next week.
Was this back when Ray didn't wrestle with a mask on?
No, Ray had a mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psychosis is he's very underrated too. Psychosis was a very good high flyer. Was very good. I would say luchador, but he was very good. He was very fun to watch.
I didn't watch that match.
It was a pretty good.
I think I watched it.
Are we gonna do watch along? Or are we gonna?
If you watch, it opened Bash of the Beach 1996.
I never watched
It's the first match on the show of Bash of the Beach 1996.
I don't think I watched it when I was a kid.
Watch it. We're not gonna do a watch along with this. I don't think. But watch it, and we're gonna talk about this match and what it did for the cruiserweight, because it's touted by critics and fans for being a milestone contest in the cruiserweight division. It paved the way for Lucha Libre's influence on mainstream wrestling at that time period.
Guerrero
established Mysterio as a breakout star, and it reinforced WCW's reputation for delivering athletic undercard matches that contrasted with the heavyweight division.
We're watching this match right here, Ray versus the Juice.
And remember, this you know why you don't remember it?
We're kids.
Because this is the night that the NWO debuts.
Oh shit! Yeah, now I remember, because I watched that pay-per-view live. So yeah, I know. Yeah,
I don't remember anything else because fucking
No.
the NWA.
You remember just the third man? You remember the third man coming
All
out?
I remember was the third man
man.
from that night. Yeah,
Third man coming out.
I look.
I love it. I love it because like, oh my God, Hogan's coming out to save the day, and then everything just went crazy, and everybody threw what they had in their what they had for lunch. Everybody threw everything. It was crazy. That was mayhem. It was mayhem.
It was. But before all that mayhem, Rey Mysterio opened the show against Psychosis, and it was a banger. It was a banger of a match. Like I remember it being a banger of a match, and it's gonna be fun to go back and watch that and not talk about the NWO, but talk about how good this match was and what it showed for the cruiserweights.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I could talk about Rey Mysterio all day. Rey Mysterio's not only because he's personal favorite of mine, but he really is an icon of the business. So, I'm excited about that.
Well, before we get out of here, anything you guys want to say?
Let's put plug in. EMP is going through great things again. We got big news coming up in the next few weeks. Huge news. Armenia is coming in next month. We got a bang of a card. We my man Sean Puff or Franklin Benjamin, whatever you want to call him, he's on the ball. We have 14 banger matches, and I promise you're going to remember each and every one of them. It's not going to be like, I'll join them, because every one of them, almost every one of them was a main event, right? Could be a main event somewhere else.
Yeah, almost all of them. There's some. We've got some great matches for that. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
Yeah, and Thursday. Make sure
go ahead. You got you. Go ahead.
Thursday, make sure you check out PWF. There's a big announcement coming on PWF on Thursday. Check that out. NPW Sunday, and the week of Madness Mania is NPW's Mania Collision Course. So that Sunday, that's gonna be a good show too. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming in EMP, bro.
I'm excited for Mania. I don't watch a lot of wrestling right now. I'm just too busy with everything else going on, so I don't really get to watch a lot of current wrestling. I try to watch the pay-per-views. I keep up on what's going on, kind of. But I don't really watch wrestling until WrestleMania week. All the indie shows, I'll be streaming stuff. I'll probably at one point have something streaming on my phone, something on my laptop, something on my Fire Stick, all at the same time. And my girl's gonna walk in the room and be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Why you got lotion out? Why you drinking?
Let's just let's just make what is true. And like I said, people can argue with me. But Mania, the Raw night after Mania is usually one of the best shows. I think sometimes top Mania. We'll see. But sometimes they top Mania.
Yeah. In the last 5 years, it has not been the best.
I would look forward to that. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff. Mania weekend. I'm looking forward to Promoverse weekend, Promoverse in general. And if you're a fan, like I said, if you're a fan of this and you like listening to, old matches and stuff like that, you should check out EMP. EMP, you might like it because what we do is just like we put in promote, like, when Randy Savage goes out, that's what we do. We go out and we act like we're gonna freaking rip the other person apart. You might like it, who knows? But I'm done.
You got 2 comp companies and a fucking storyline company.
On Friday, Franklin Benjamin becomes the longest reigning foundation champion in history. I just had to say that.
God, here we go.
The hockey talk of of the foundation. I mean, I don't know if he's that much
Franklin
great.
Benjamin, the greatest foundation champion of all time, baby.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you do a promo like that, I'm gonna die.
Well, anyways, I'm done.
Hanging on. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you're in the comments and you're watching live on YouTube, we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. If you're listening on Spotify or YouTube podcasts or wherever you're listening to your podcast on, thank you for tuning in. We're gonna have more great episodes coming. Make sure you tune in next week. Hidden Gems, Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, Bash at the Beach 1996 opening match. We're going to talk about that match. Until then, hold on. Shout out one more time, Eric Stevens, Mega Ran, for the theme song of the show, Smarks. Shout out to both of you. Again, thank you. But until next time, for Wapo, for Mad T, it's your boy Sean Puff, and this has been Smarks, Spot Monkeys, and Sue.
He went so high, I didn't hear him.
Yeah, he cut out.
You went so high, I didn't even hear you, man. That was. Have a great night, guys.
We'll see you guys next month.
The Smarks in here, the Smarks in here, yeah. What you about to do before you do it. Say what? I telegraphed your every move, and now you're just the coolest. Time to get into it. Moving to the music. The Smarks in here, the Smarks in here. Yeah.
I'm a smart mark. Yeah, I'm a smarky smart. I wrestle talk with Ollie Davis over Hallmark cards. We're pin cards, subject to change, reigning the superstars. I got a love-hate relationship with pro wrestling. I'm a smart mark. Yeah, I'm a smarky smart. I wrestle talk with Ollie Davis over Hallmark cards. We're pin cards, subject to change, reigning the superstars. I got a love-hate relationship with pro wrestling.
Oh dear.
What are you all daring about?